Hey guys, this is the second part of the booster video. I want to talk about above ground transit systems. As you can see, this is just one big suspended something or other. Yeah, transit system. Anyway, one of the things I want to talk about, whenever you happen to go through or go from peak to peak, if you intend to do that, I recommend putting some sort of block system. Doesn't necessarily have to be glass. So if monsters were to, or animals were to spawn on this particular landmass and they were to get up on here, if they were to jump off of this particular area, because of that 2-block spike is there, they would fall away from the track and not on the track. So I recommend doing that, or setting fires in here, as this one is, and out in that particular area to set monsters and animals on fire to, sort of eliminate them from getting in the way. And that's why this particular fire is in here. The torch spacing that I have on this is every 6 blocks, and that's to prevent monsters from spawning on this particular rail system. I'm going to pause the video in just a second, but I just wanted to touch on that real quick. Just make sure you block that area off so it keeps animals and monsters from getting on your track and blocking your path. So I'm going to pause here just a second, and I'll get over to the booster system and I'll pick it up there. Okay, picking back up here at the booster, and this is a cavern system that Ash and I built. This is a multiplayer server, and Ash accidentally set the world on fire. Anyway, that's our little cavern system. And we wanted to build a booster system out of here. There's a mine system down there as well. We wanted to build it out of here, and we wanted to do an above ground transit system. So as you can see, as I talked about on the other piece, just some sort of block system with a little spike there, so if animals were to get up there, they would fall away from the track and not on the track, potentially blocking your way. As with the other video, the subground video, make sure you knock out these blocks in this particular area, so when it makes that turn, your cart makes that turn, it doesn't scrub off your speed. This particular booster is my typical standard patented booster system that I'm going to be my claim to fame. If you want to know how to build this thing, just go to the earlier video. I'll put a annotation in this video linking you back to how to build this thing. But it's my typical booster, dual booster system. It's got a redstone torch underneath here to switch the track, which was that switch back there. Yeah, and away you go. So anyway, I wanted to go over the above ground transit system and show you how much power this thing can produce, as illustrated with the length as you saw earlier. So get this thing going. Booster system, turn the switch on, cart comes, and away we go. So again, this is just to illustrate the speed and the power that comes from this particular system. So that's why I like it so much. And if you guys wanted to use it, knock yourself out, because it's a really good system, and I highly recommend it. As you can see, it really doesn't take up all that much space. Since it's a dual booster, it requires maybe twice as much space as if you were to just have that one booster system. But as you saw, that looping booster system. But if you didn't have both of those systems, you wouldn't get nearly the distance that this one here produces. So that's why I like it so much. Again, this is a multiplayer server, so that's why it's kind of wigging out like this. Multiplayers aren't working so well. Anyway, we wanted to create a track from one base to the next, and we were able to accomplish it with one booster. So, la. And this is another system. This is going to be the one to get us back. So, and it's the same deal, dual booster, with a little looping track down here, and wiring goes back through here to switch the track, and that's it. So anyway, it was just to illustrate the power of the booster and go over some above ground tactics that we used. Anyway, take care, guys.